Nigeria and Ghana used market clothes. Nigeria and Ghana used clothes. How 7.5 million pounds of donated clothes end up in West African markets every week. Every week, how 7.5 million pounds of donated clothes end up in African markets. So what do you think about this Ghana, Nigerian used clothes market? What do you think about this situation?
Although it may sound funny, but for Europe and for Africa, it is a win-win situation.
Why do you say that?
It is a win-win because in Europe, these are used clothes.
Yeah.
They should find themselves in their refuse dump. But
Yeah.
we are helping them to clear the refuse dump.
Why do you say that?
Because we are shipping them to Africa.
Yeah. No, it is donated. They donate it to Africa.
See,
for people that doesn't have.
Yes. Why?
But now they are selling it in the market.
Why are they not donating that to another country in Europe? Because they have enough. Yeah. If Africa does not exist in this vacuum, those clothes will find themselves in a dump size.
Yeah,
that's what I mean by
they'll trash it out.
Yeah, we are helping them to clean their dump site in Africa. That is a win for them.
So that's why they say Africa is a dump.
It's a dumping site.
It's a dumping ground. Africa is a dumping
ground.
So
we are helping them, and they will have the pride, the joy that they are helping us.
Oh, for sure. They will say they are helping us.
Yes.
I don't know how that is help. They're bringing used.
It is because I have seen. See, one of the in Nigeria, for instance, go to Port Harcourt. There is a place in Port Harcourt called Oil Mill Market. Oil Mill Market, Port Harcourt. Go to Lagos. Jankara, Alangwa Market, Yaba, Katangwa, yes, Katangwa, Yaba. These are all spots for used clothes. And when Aba, go to Ariara in Aba,
you'll be scared.
Go to Iron Room. These are all spots of used market in Nigeria.
Even in Kutonu, Tokpa Market.
Tokpa Market, yes.
Yeah,
Tokpa
they
market.
have huge clothes of used market.
When I was living in Aba, Nigeria, a friend of mine bought a shirt then, St. Michael's shirt, 7,000 naira. New. A friend of his came to his house and saw the clothes and was insulting my friend that he was a fool. Why will you go and buy a shirt 7,000 naira when you just go and buy a fairly used 1,000, the same quality? The only difference that's what is used, your own is new. 1,000, you save 6,000 naira. That is the mentality. It has become part of our life that people see it as insane for you to buy a new cloth when you can get
to put on a new clothes.
Yeah, it is insane when you can get used clothes.
So that's poverty.
No, it has become so rampant.
But that's not.
That people don't see anything bad in it.
But it's not the way of life you should be living in Africa, though.
People buy used towel.
They buy used car.
Used car is good. Used
towel. Used boxer.
Underwear. Used
boxers. Towels.
So these are the
used
things.
Shoes.
I say shoes
Smelling
are good.
shoes.
Shoes are good. Underwears used.
Underwear used.
Because and if you do a real assessment of it, one, it is comparatively cheaper than the new one.
Yeah, it's cheaper. It's more cheaper.
It's more cheaper. And because they are from Europe and America, the quality is there. The only problem is your psychology that has been won by somebody else. Countries too, it benefits them.
For African countries?
Yes, it benefits them because you wear cheaper things of high quality.
Cheaper things of high quality.
Yes, they are cheaper.
Oh, so that's why they're going for the second grade.
Yeah, they are going for
because they can still see the
quality is there.
Quality in a little bit.
Yeah, they are from foreign land. They are from other countries.
But that's shameful.
But you will not tell people that you bought it
used.
If they are personal underwear. But if they are things like shoes, beds, bags, nobody cares again. That is what they can afford. So that's why I say it's win-win. for the poor people of Africa, it's a win for them.
I don't think this is a win-win for me.
It is, because you can afford a better one.
Okay.
Imagine a situation where the minimum wage of a country like Nigeria is 30,000. If you want to buy
minimum wage,
if you want to buy
it's
good
not even
shoes,
up to $100.
it's not up to $50 in the black market. If you want to buy good pair of sandals, high quality, the whole 30,000 will go
straight up.
So
even only one.
So how will you keep your children in school if you don't buy used one from
them,
from Europe, which will cost you like maybe 10,000, which of course is out of the reach of some people. Some people can still not buy it. So these are the things.
They have make us feel comfortable in poverty. Now we are used to that. This kind of
we are used to it.
We are used to this used clothes.
When I bought a bicycle for one of my kids, I bought it used, but because it was so clean, so good, many people thought I bought it new. There are some of my neighbors who are condemning, why would you waste money and buy a new bicycle for your kids? You should have bought fairly used.
Because they are poor.
That is the mentality. That's
poverty, my brother.
They believe that you have to buy fairly used things to save money
for you to survive.
To survive. And the fairly used to is even more too expensive for some people to buy. They cannot even afford to buy it.
African leader.
So that is the
Look
problem.
at what they turn us to.
That is what we have
They have
made
already
ourselves.
turned us to. Now we suffering and smiling in poverty.
Yes.
We used to this stuff already.
We have even resigned to faith. We don't even bother again. Just give me enough money to buy the.
But if the president of the day in the country really thinks about the citizen, if they really think about how the citizen for them to be in power, and they really think of they want to have a great job in their country and they want to help their people, they really have the interest of their people in their hearts, they will fight against this, because they're going to donate clothes to a country and now they are now flipping it and changing it for currency.
It is not.
They should arrest.
It is not a matter of fighting those people. It is a matter of being productive in your country. These things were not happening 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Even 20 years ago, it's not happening.
It was not happening.
Like 15, 12 years ago now.
It was not happening.
We don't even wear used clothes like that in Nigeria before. But now that's what people can afford.
Yes, when they are poor, they look for what they can afford. If there's production in Nigeria, there's nobody who will bother about it. Everybody, Nigeria is one of the countries in the world where we like to enjoy life, to have flashy things, to have good things.
We like to live to the fullest.
To the fullest. But if they can't afford it, what would they do?
They have to go for the other route.
They have to go the other one.
So my people, African countries, we are in deep. You know, I don't even know how to put it. Like, our government need to come out and do a great job, because we're not a dumping site for everybody in the world. It's like once they're done with their clothes, the next place is Africa. So we're not a dumping site for everybody in the world. And it's not all African people are poor. No. We have a lot of rich people in Africa.
The main problem we have in Africa is that the people that are rich in Africa are extremely rich. In fact, what Americans cannot buy in America, Nigerians will come from Nigeria and come and buy it in America. There was a time, last year, there are some people in Nigeria, pizza, they will eat, they import it from UK.
They import pizza from UK to Nigeria.
They will buy it in UK and put it on plane and eat it in Nigeria in the morning. So there are some people who are extremely rich. They can afford what Europeans cannot afford, what Americans cannot afford. They believe Nigeria and come and.
So why can't they just make that country or that continent a better place for everyone to enjoy? Even you are poor, you should be able to have access to this kind of life.
That is the responsibility of government, not the responsibility of individual rich people. So the rich are there, very rich. The poor are there, very poor.
And so the middle class are there, just dangling. They're dangling.
The middle class are cutting off. They are cutting off because they can't meet up with the rich one, and they are teaching towards being poor.
And those poor people are dragging them too.
See, if you have those people you call middle class, no, they are more accessible than the rich people. You can access them, you can get to them more. So the poverty weight of people around them is dragging them to poverty themselves.
So because the Yoruba people say only one rich man
among seven people, all of them are poor.
They are poor people.
That is the problem.
So my people, the African leaders should do a good job, because we need them in Africa. People in the world should be looking at us like we dirty Buddhist crashers, we wear dirty clothes, second-hand clothes. No, we African people full of potentials, the most beautiful people in the world. Our women are the most beautiful people in the world. So I hope the African leaders do a good job about these 7.5 million pounds of donated clothes that are being sold in Africa, in most countries like Nigeria, like Ghana, like Guinea, like Gambia, like Tanzania, like Kenya, like Mozambique. Most of those countries, they had a lot of second-hand used clothes in those countries. So my people,